Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel Learning Session. For the discussion today, the topic will be on Just Like the Sun, You're a Star. Lesson about the sun for kids using fun virtual classroom activities. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to all our Vibal webinars. Experience learning ka-Vibal! And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Ms. Jodeline S. Alas graduated as cum laude from the Philippine Normal University for the course Bachelor of Elementary Education. She has completed her academic requirements for Master of Arts in Educational Leadership and Management and is now enrolled in thesis writing for the same graduate study course from the same university. Helped and shaped by her teaching experience of 2 years in St. James Academy of Malabon City, she is at present serving as Teacher 2 of Lacandula Elementary School in Manila for more than 3 years. Ms. Alas has training certification for completing a pre-press operation visual graphic design NC3 training course and is also functioning as the school's website administrator and co-ICT coordinator. Above everything else, she prefers calling herself a work in progress and a child of God. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Ms. Jodeline S. Alas.
Thank you po for that introduction. Allow me to begin by taking this chance to give thanks once again to Vival Group for giving me another opportunity to share and serve. Thank you very much po. To my school's principal, Dr. Miriam D. Colliantes, to my very supportive LDES family, and of course, to all of you here, our participants, my dear co-educators, mga kabibal, good afternoon and happy Thursday. Whenever I have a demo reel, I always start by asking the teacher participants these two questions. I may not be able to hear all of your answers, but on your own and silently, please answer this honestly. Teachers, how are you? How's your class? I hope that you're doing okay, but whatever your situation is, please know that I am proud of you for trying, for your effort, and for serving. I hope that you learned something from me today po as I demonstrate for you a lesson on Sun for Kids using fun virtual classroom activities. Teachers, our aim to improve our classes and continuously learn about the different teaching strategies while facing concerns on limited time and other teaching responsibilities can be really challenging but still possible. I really hope that you get something from my sharing today which can be of help to you and your teaching. For this demo reel po, I will start by introducing to you some virtual classroom activities which I will apply later in the demonstration. These classroom activities include entrance and exit tickets, virtual trivia game, and other learning activities. Of course, most of the time of our program will be used for the demonstration. Then, I will give some reminders after the demonstration. Teachers, I just want to emphasize that the things I will share in this demo reel are from my experiences and from knowledge and inspiration from the different sources. With that, allow me to present to you my references for this demo reel. Gratitude to this great work for this helped me with the preparation and presentation for this demo reel. Okay. My sharing today includes the use of entrance and exit tickets. We also call them entry or exit slips. I'm sure most of you are already familiar with this, but allow me to just share it to you again because we can really use them for our online classes. So entrance and exit tickets are short prompts that we can use for quick diagnostics. Entrance ticket, we also call entry slip, focuses learner attention on the topic. We may also use this for recalling of background knowledge that are relevant to the lesson for the day. Here are other purposes for entrance ticket or entry slip. First, we may use this for introducing a new unit in the subject. Another one for bridging transition from yesterday's lesson to today's lesson. I use entry slip for this reason most of the time. Next, we may also use entry slip to check what our learners remember, what they can apply, and what questions may emerge upon progression of entry slip. This can also be used for checking of understanding and for the review part of our lesson. We may use entrance tickets for reviewing key contents, terminologies, concepts, or skills. On the other hand, we may also use exit tickets, or we also call this exit slip, which is provided at the end of the class. So exit ticket collects feedback on learners' understanding. These also lets the learners reflect on what they have learned. It also guides the learners in synthesizing the information they earned from the class. We may use exit tickets as a formative assessment at the end of the lesson. Also, for the next day, you may use this as tool to check in on students' feeling toward that learning. That's how useful exit ticket can be. Teachers, later in my demonstration, I will also make use of some fun learning activities like games. In the demonstration later, I will use games as support tool to complement our teaching methods. In this article entitled How to Use Gameplay to Enhance Classroom Learning, it was stated that using games in teaching can help first increase student participation, foster social and emotional learning, and motivate students to take risks. Teachers, aren't we using games to engage learners? We do, right? Because games easily capture the attention of learners. But aside from that, we may also use games to reinforce content thought, also to increase class positivity. Did you notice, Paul, for some of the games we're using in the classroom, we are requiring the learners to pay attention to details. And that's a good thing because that will allow the learners to focus on other tasks in the classroom as well. Okay, I have here one statement from the article I mentioned earlier, how to use gameplay to enhance classroom learning. I want to give emphasis to this statement because this is a very important reminder with regards to the use of games. It says here that games are not substitutes for other forms of learning. Teachers, just like any other educational tool, games need to be well planned and integrated only when they are relevant to the learning objective. Personally, games are something I enjoy facilitating for the learners. In fact, this is my technique to make the learners notice and remember my class. This also saves me from long lectures. Now, one of the games I will incorporate later in the demonstration is virtual trivia. Provision of trivia for the class is something I enjoy facilitating even before the pandemic. But this is also something that we may use for online classes. I even saw this article entitled 21 Online Classroom Games, Activities, and Ideas in 2021, which suggests the use of virtual trivia. According to this article, it's a fun way to test class knowledge on a particular topic, and I agree with that. It is also an exciting way to confirm if the class retained the knowledge needed. It also helps children learn some great concepts and ideas. For today, we are going to use these classroom activities in ML, describe the effects of the sun to human activities. But before going to the demonstration, I have here some reminders first. Teachers, let me inform you po that we will skip some parts of the routine during the demonstration. These parts include creative attendance and health report. I know that they are very important for a science class. However, for today, only for today's demonstration, we are going to skip them for us to have enough time for the reminders after the demonstration. Okay? All right, teachers, this demo reel is pre-recorded. Therefore, I would like to inform you that I will not have actual learner participants in this demo, meaning the interaction for this demonstration will be really limited because of this situation. Then, if there will be tips on how interaction with learners may be encouraged if we will be using it in actual classes, I will present these tips in the slides later using this shape. Okay. Let me just go back to the previous slide. There you go. Teachers, let us now start with the demonstration part of our program today. Good afternoon and happy Thursday, children. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that today we are going to have another meaningful and enjoyable learning activity. For us to start, let me collect first your entry ticket. Yes, children, we need entry tickets for us to proceed with the new lesson today. So for your entry ticket, all you have to do is to type one word which you find the most memorable from our last science lesson. Just one word, and that will be your entry ticket. Type your answer in the chat area of our Zoom conference. I'll give you time to do it. Ready? Go. Okay. Keep your answers coming in. All right. I can see your answers and I will just type here in my presentation some of the answers that you sent using our chat box. Okay. Most of you mentioned the word shadow. Okay. Also the word sun. Another word mentioned in the chat box is the word lens. Okay, thank you for your answers. Thank you for that, children. Okay, your answers are correct. These are words that we mentioned in our previous lesson. Congratulations for remembering them. And please do not forget, children, that the position and glance of shadows change as the position of the sun changes. Your answers are enough, children, for us to unlock our today's objective. Today, children, we will first describe the effects of the sun to human activity. Also, I will ask you to type and share responses to activities about the sun and its effects. Then, together, we will try to communicate ways to help other people and brighten their day. Let us achieve these objectives, children, with the help of a friend, Juan. Say hi to Juan. Okay, children, Juan is also a young learner just like you. And he is very interested with the sun. Juan draws about the sun, even reads books about it, watches video about it, and even shares information about the sun to his friends and family. Today, children, please allow Juan to have a trivia game with you. This trivia game will be just about the sun. For this trivia game, what you need to do is to answer the trivia questions with your group mates. Yes, we are going to have this as a group activity. You need to type the letter of the correct answer with your group number. Okay? You know your groups already, right? If a member of the group got the correct answer, then a point will be given to that group. You may help one another because this is a group activity. You may use the direct message feature of our Zoom conference. Okay, may you please type 1 if you're ready for our first trivia question? All right, they are ready. Let's have our question number 1. Children, what celestial body is our sun? Is it a planet, star, comet, or meteor? Type your answer. Go! Thank you! The correct answer for this is letter B, star. Very good, children. Did you know that the sun is a star? In fact, it's a yellow dwarf star. It is a star because it's a hot ball of glowing gases. And even though our universe has lots of stars, the sun is the closest one to the Earth, and it is the only one in our solar system. Meet the sun, children. Okay, thank you. I noticed in your answers that all groups have members that answered correctly. Therefore, I will give points to these groups. So allow me to type your scores here for us to be able to continue. Okay, there are members from group 1 who got it correct, so a point for them. Group 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. Congratulations! Let's go to our next trivia question. Okay, for our next trivia question, here's what you need to answer. Children, how old is our sun? Here are your choices. Read carefully, type your answer. Ready? Go. Okay, thank you for your answers. The correct answer is very good, children. Letter A. The sun is already 4.5 billion year old. Surprising? This is true, children. Our sun is already that old. Thank you for participating. Okay, I noticed as well that all groups have members that got the who got the answer correct. Therefore, another point for all the groups. Congratulations! Just like last time, your points will be added to your recitation point because you help one another. You got 2 points for this activity. Thank you, children. Okay. Thank you for joining our trivia game. Juan and I am very happy that you know so much about the sun. Just like Juan, may we get to know more about the sun in our learning activities today. Did you know, children, that for one, the sun is not just a star because of its characteristics or because it's a celestial body? For one, sun is a star because it helps people. Do you think the sun helps people, children? Then please share to me your answer. Let's do a tell me quickly game. For this game, all you have to do is to type within 10 seconds what I will ask of you. Wait for me to say go before sending your answers. Okay, for our tell me quickly activity, children, you just need to think of one use of the sun in human lives and activities. Just think of one use of the sun in human lives and activities. I'll give you thinking time first, and then I will start the 10 seconds for your typing and sending of the answer. Just think of one use of the sun in human lives and activities. Ready? Get ready. Ready? 10 seconds for typing and sending your answers. Start now. Okay, thank you so much. I saw answers that include drying of clothes. Very good, children. And one classmate of yours also answered it helped the plants grow, which is correct. Thank you for answering our Tell Me Quickly activity item. Thank you, children. Did you know, children, that your answers are just some of the effects of the sun? Children, our sun has many useful effects to living things. And in this part of our activities today, I need you to use your listening skill in learning about the effects of the sun. Listen carefully, children, because I will ask you to recall these effects later at the end. Let's start. The sun is very important for it keeps our planet warm enough for living things to grow. That's the first effect and importance of the sun. Aside from that, your answer earlier is correct. As the sun helps plants in its own way. Actually, it is the sun that helps plants make its own food. Are you familiar with the process photosynthesis? Okay, in this process photosynthesis, the sunlight is needed as one of the ingredients for the plant to make its own food. All right, let's continue. Another one. The energy from the sun is transferred from plants to animals when they eat the plant. So children, animals also need the sun's heat and light energy in order to survive. How about us? Do we also need the sun's heat and light? Yes, children. Human also need the sun's heat and light energy in order to survive. There are different effects, specifically useful effects of sun to human activities. We can conduct these different activities because of sunlight. First, laundry. We can accomplish laundry by the help of the sunlight. With the help of the sunlight, I mean. For example, drying of clothes, sunlight will be helpful there. Okay, harvesting. Okay, it is also made possible by sunlight. Drying of crabs, fishing and drying of fishes. The sun helps with that. Then other recreational activities like having picnic or outing. You can also have them because of the help of the sunlight. Remember, children, it is the sun that gives us light so we can see. That's how important it is. Let's continue. I want you to look at this picture. Are you familiar with solar panels? Okay. Solar panels are used to trap the sun's rays, and people successfully use it to process the energy from the sun to generate electrical power. Finally, children, did you know that we can get vitamin from the sun? Yes, we can get vitamin D from the sun, and people need it for good health. Vitamin D enables the human body to have proper levels of calcium and phosphorus that make bones healthy. Okay. Did you listen to the many benefits of the sun? Then please use the chat box of our Zoom conference and type one benefit or useful effect of the sun. Go. Just type your answer. Okay, thank you so much for your answers, children. Thank you so much for that. The sun really brightens up our day because of its many useful effects. It makes us happy or happier because it gives us many benefits. How about you, children? Can you also brighten up other person's day in your own ways? We can make other people happy or happier by helping them or doing something good for them. That way, we can brighten up their day. One is here to share. According to him, by simply helping his parents with the household chores, then he can make them happy. See, one can be a star too. He is not a celestial body, but in his own way, he can brighten up the day of other people, just like the day of his parents, and make them happy. I can also be a star in my own way. By simply listening to my friends and encouraging them, I can make them happy. So, in our own ways, children, we can brighten up other person's day. Please allow Ma'am Alas to know how you also brighten up the day of other people or the day of the persons around you by answering our exit activity. Children, all you have to do is to click on the link I prepared there in our chat box and answer these two questions. How can you brighten up other person's day, make them happier in your own way? Please share that to me using that form. Okay, another one. What are the useful effects of the sun to human lives and activities? I just need you to give me one. Okay. Do not forget, again, click on the link for that exit ticket form, for I am excited to also learn from you on how we can be of more help to other people. Okay. Children, we're not finished yet. Please join me in this quick fact or bluff activity. I have here one statement. The sun has harmful effects too. May you please tell me if this statement is true or not by typing fact or bluff? I'll give you your time to type your answer. Go. Okay, thank you so much. Your answers are correct. This is Fact. Very good, children. Thank you for your answers. Okay, children. Even though the sun has many useful effects, too much exposure to the sun can also be harmful to us. And so, for our next meeting, we are going to learn about the harmful effects of the sun and the different precautions we can take to prevent them. Children, you may do advanced reading on this for you to be prepared for our next meeting. All right. So that ends our lesson for today. Thank you so much for joining me, children, and for participating in our activities. I hope that you learned something. I'll see you again next meeting. Stay healthy, happy, and safe. Goodbye, children. All right. My dear teacher participants, that ends my demonstration. That was a simple demonstration, but here are some reminders regarding that demonstration. So if you notice po, I used for that demonstration trivia game, tell me quickly, and fact or bob, okay, together with other activities. So I use these activities because of the reasons I provided earlier before the demonstration, but also because they are easy to prepare and they allow all learners to participate, which is something that I am looking for in a game for a classroom. I also made use of entry and exit tickets. Entry ticket to allow recall of previous lesson. I started the class with that. Exit ticket as a way for the learners to share to me what they cannot share to the class because of limited time and because at times learners need more time to gather their thoughts and prepare their answer before sending it. So exit ticket is helpful in that case. All right. I also decided to use entry and exit tickets because they can be bases of reflection for me. In that demonstration for teachers, I use an exit ticket that asks the learners to respond to a specific questions or prompts. However, there are other forms of exit tickets that I will introduce to you later. Did you also notice po that I modeled to the class how to complete the exit ticket before asking them to work on it? I provided examples and my personal answer for them to have idea on how they will work on it. Okay, here are other entry and exit tickets which you may use in your classes. For entry ticket, you may try entry journal. For this, you just need to post a problem or question and have the students write their answers in a journal. That can also be a form of entry ticket. For exit ticket, on the other hand, there are other forms of it, including rating scale. In my previous demo reel, I used rating scale at the end of the class. That served as my exit ticket for the particular lesson. Open-ended question features are also good exit tickets. Okay. At the end of the day, everything I presented, everything I use are just suggestions. Let us remember po that there is no one best way, so do not be scared to try yours. I suggest that we try to really get to know our learners first for us to choose an appropriate and effective learning activities for them. So let us not stop teachers to reflect, learn from our own experiences, from different resources, from other educators, from your own co-teachers, and even from our own learners. We are striving to be better teachers, but let us not forget po that our priority should still be our health and safety. Stay healthy, happy, and safe. Thank you for listening, teachers.
There we have it. In behalf of Vibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this very interactive and insightful learning session. It is an honor to have you with us today, ma'am. And to all our Vibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to all our daily learning session. Don't forget to register with your complete and correct email address to get your e-certificate of participation. The link is in the caption of this webinar. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at